Sit straight. Take a deep breath. Head, neck, backbone straight. Let us bring our mind in the present moment. All past has gone, never to come back. Future yet to unfold. Let us focus on our breath, which is in the present moment. Let us chant loudly. If you are not alone, then you can chant in your mind, where all the lingering, unnecessary thoughts run away. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Akhandamandalakaram vyaptam yena characharam tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatimidandhasya jnananjanashalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurureva Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sthavaram Jangamam Vyaptam, Yatkinchit Sacharacharam, Tatpadam Darshitam Yena, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Chinmayam vyapiyat sarvam trailokyam sacharacharam tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva sarvam mama deva deva tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram.
Thank you, Vidya. So we are doing Jivan Sutrani. Last Monday we were having Diwali. So there was no class. And we are on one very interesting topic where there was some discussion happened on the group, which is very interesting, about anchor. So how did we come to that topic is after completing Take Charge chapter, where Guruji is suggesting us that we have to take charge of our own life. We have to make it and face it. Then second chapter is Perform to Potential, where we have the potential, we have a lot of strengths, we have a lot of talents, but we are not able to sometimes make it to success and fully express those or reach out to people. And the reason for this is that though we have infinite potential, we have limited ability for efforts. Our efforts are limited. So we saw that in the last sutra, what we reflected upon, that is the third one, I think. Fourth one, that our efforts are limited, and so we have to use one secret or know one secret, that how to invoke Lord's grace. And we took a topic that this is where we have to bring in God in our life. Our God is not required. So we saw many aspects of God, and we also saw the logic that why God is required in our day-to-day life, because God represents our goal of life, which we must remember all the time. So dharma, artha, kama, family, business, job, travel, comfort, enjoyment are goals in life, and they must be in alignment with the goal of life. So that is one reason why we have to bring God in the conversation and remember. And the last verse where we saw that our own 100% efforts must be there, and plus Lord's grace is equal to happiness, divinity, and beauty in life. So suppose our life is not happy, or our life is not divine, we are not experiencing that divinity within, or our life is not beautiful, then either of the two pointers are missing. Either our self-effort is missing, it is not enough, or we are not invoking enough Lord's grace. So we have to introspect that whether my life is beautiful or whether it is monotonous and boring or tiring, or the same thing I am doing again and again. That birds, animals, stones, trees also do. Human beings are supposed to evolve, grow, outgrow. So the last sutra says that beauty, divinity, and joyousness, this must be there. Shobhanam divyam sukhamayam, Guruji says. But the whole challenge is that this is a very important, interesting topic, our favorite topic, which is coming now. Why favorite? Because this is what we talk. This is what we talk from morning to evening, from birth to death. And I think all of us will agree, because this is a very interesting topic. What is that topic? Oh, sab theek hai. But my life is having problems. It's all very nice to listen for 1 hour, from 7 to 8, it is very nice. I feel very good for next 15 minutes. Or Sunday morning, I feel very good. But after that, what? Problems and problems. So now the next verse is coming where Guruji is taking that all good people will have problems and all great people will have problems. Those people who have a goal in life will have problems. Because now we have a goal, that our goal is to be happy. Our goal is to make our life divine, and our goal is to make our life beautiful. Our goal is to realize that truth. So now what? So first of all, one sutra what he is giving is every great endeavor will have a problem. There will be problems in life. And now we have to discuss that particular pointer, and then he is going to give one solution for all problems in life. One solution for all problems in life. But then we have to analyze, and I'm going to take one small pointer from Krishna's life, which I will also share in Bhagavad Gita class once Gita is completed. But it's a very interesting topic about problems. So I would request Vidya to chant the next verse.
5, right?
Yes.
Shreyamsi bahu vighnaniti prasiddham. Shreyamsi bahu vighnaniti prasiddham.
Correct. But before we go to the next topic of problems, we have to also clarify or, again repeat the discussion what we had about why Guruji is suggesting that we must make God as an anchor. So what is an anchor in life? Anchor is a strong impression in our, whether we can say mind or intellect or memory or consciousness or vasana, whatever we may call, is a strong impression, leftover impression of our repeated actions or our like-dislike. That is defined as an anchor. So our definition is clear. What is an anchor? Something which is there in my memory, and whenever any stimuli comes from outside, that anchor gets activated, and my response or reaction to that stimuli is basically based on that anchor. So the stimuli doesn't drive the response. My anchor drives the response. Like, for example, there are 100 people get stuck in traffic jam. One gets frustrated, one gets angry, one criticizes government, one criticizes the traffic police, one person says that, whenever I go for any important appointment, I get late, is an anchor. Another person puts on the music on the radio in the car and start listening to Kishore Kumar songs or Muhammad Rafi songs, enjoying tapping by feet and hand. It's an anchor. One person starts remembering Bhagavad Gita shlokas because anyhow I have to wait for 15 minutes. So let's me chant 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Anchor. So suppose I get immediately angry, immediately depressed, immediately frustrated, and I say the moment I see one person, I feel good. The moment I hear about another person, I say, no, don't talk about that person. That is all not dependent on the person, situation, object. That is all dependent on anchor. So I have to become very, very aware about my own anchors. These anchors, another name is beliefs, another name is vasana tendencies. If we do not alter our anchors, then ya pashyati sapashyati will not happen. Ya pashyati sapashyati, yes, level of realization where I see things as they are. Whereas today I am seeing things as they are programmed or they are driven by the anchor. So I am slaves of my anchor, which I never have introspected, that what are my anchors, why I like some people, why I dislike some people, why at a particular point of time when I hear this, smell this, I remember this. So if I have to be very clear about what this anchor concept is, because photo I keep in the wallet, that is an anchor. I keep something, I put one agarbatti, and then that is an anchor for me to remember God. And this happens in our day-to-day life every day. I see some person whom I don't like and I feel irritated by seeing that person also because I don't like another person. So that is an anchor. And here Guruji is suggesting that we must make God as an anchor. Lord Krishna, I'm going to take an example here, that why Lord Krishna we have to make an anchor in life. And why Lord Krishna here? We can take Lord Rama also similar, and we can have discussion, because this interesting discussion is going to follow. So before that, we will take the sutra that Shreyansi, great goals. So definitely a person who is inspired, motivated, energetic in life is a person who is having a great goal. If I do not have any goal in life, this person is most of the time tired, depressed, gets carried away, frustrated, irritated, or distracted by small thing, disturbed by everything. So whenever we find a person having these qualities, that means we must conclude the person is not having any higher goal. So here Guruji's sutra is what? It is well known that great goals have great impediments. Great goals will have great problems. Great goals we will be encountered with great obstacles. There is no process where obstacles will not be. Even getting down and going to a shop, there will be rickshaw nahi milega, this will happen, somebody I will meet. Even attending this class also, there are so many problem comes. We have to overcome them. That time itself guest will come. So we have to tell Monday 7 to 7:45, no matter what. Gurudev said, either you exist or don't exist. You die. Don't give excuses. Don't give ordinary excuses for not going in direction of the goal what you have. No, but Guruji always gives this example, that one person who came to his discourse for 3 days and then 4th day he didn't come. And then 5th day he came. And then Guruji asked him that you were not there yesterday. No, Guruji, what to do, My friend came when I was about to start, and then he came, so I couldn't say no to him. So my friend came, so what, no, he told, let's go out for coffee. We are meeting after a long time. So we went for coffee. Then he told, let's go for a movie. Then we went for a movie. So no, that's the reason I didn't come. How can I hurt him? Okay, but why couldn't you tell him that let us go for this discourse? No. What will he think about me that I'm listening to Gita discourse at this age? So I went with him. I don't want to hurt him. This is what is our challenge. That instead of bringing him to the discourse, I went with him for the movie and coffee. Whether it is guest or relative, it is the same thing. Because I don't have clarity with my own goal and firmness and conviction, I get carried away. So great goals have great impediments. That is a sutra. Now we are going to discuss, and I was collecting a lot of information. Let us see whether we can go to next sutra also. But quickly we will see. Opposite poles attract. Same way good people and good undertakings attract obstacles and difficulties. So one main myth is resolved here, that why good people have problems. Because good people have noble goals. And a person who doesn't have a noble goal cannot be called as a good person. He is good for nothing. Then you are living a stone life. So I think many people ask this question, no, but I am listening to Gita, I am doing puja, I am not harming anybody. I am just doing my work, I am doing cooking, I just go to the market. Now I don't go to the market also, I don't interact with people. I order from Swiggy, but still I have problems. Still why some people trouble me? Because if I am having a goal, then there will be an obstacle. If I have no goal, then I am good for nothing. Then there will be troubles to teach me lessons. So first of all, who is a good person and bad person, that also we must discuss. Suppose I am saying that I am a good person, then good person has a noble higher goal. If I have no goal, no noble higher goal, just I am interested in studying, going to college, school, getting married, 2 children, 1 house, 1 car, then that even animals and birds take care of their children. So all good people and great undertakings will attract obstacles, difficulties. So now we have to change our conversation. So from today, those who are listening to this session, 33 participants, sadhaks, we will not utter the word problem from today, we will say it is a challenge. There are some challenges which are there in the process. Or suppose we go to the higher level of spiritual conversation, it is just another situation we have to face. Or we still go higher level, then it is a small event happening in cosmos. In the entire cosmos, it's only one small event what is happening in my life which I have to face. Once we see this as one of the ways to look at, then the same problem or crisis becomes a challenge or another situation or another event, and we find ways or we find means or we find paths to solve that. So first of all, that what is a problem itself is a question. Problem is another situation which we are calling a problem because I do not have capability to overcome that particular situation. That situation or event I am calling as a problem. The moment I get a solution to that problem doesn't remain a problem, it becomes another situation. 122 people died in yesterday's Morbi bridge in Gujarat. It is an event for all of us. It becomes a situation when we suddenly remember that there are some relatives living near Morbi bridge. It becomes a problem when we find that there are very close relatives who have fallen down and they need help. It becomes a challenge when we have to go there and do something. Otherwise, what? So, from our perspective, we have to change our conversations, and our conversation is very important because the way we talk, the same way we think and the same way we feel, and we make others also feel so much heaviness we add to our own life and other people's life by saying, you know what happened? You know what happened? No. I was sleeping and doorbell rang and then something fell down and one matchbox I was not getting. I explain this kind of small event in such a way that it is a life crisis situation. So we also have to learn that some people, great people, they say that great people will have small problems. Great players will have small injuries. Tell me one sports player who has not gone through injuries. Tell me one great person who has not met with obstacles or challenges and how they have overcome. That is the next sutra which is coming. So now, what are the options available for the weak? Do not start out of the fear of trouble. Get frustrated with a problem or obstacle coming in. Moment the problem comes, then I start complaining and cribbing. These are all expressions of weak-minded people. I get depressed that I am not able to solve the problem. I lose sleep, health, smile. No, I am having problem. What problem? No, there is a marriage in the family. So is it a problem? Why I have to always pretend that I am tensed and the entire world's efforts are on me? Then I am so loaded with such kind of, because some people walk and their whole structure and face and all the time I'm so busy that I don't know busy with what. No, there are a lot many problems happening in my life. What problems? I only have created those problems few years back. The cause is me only. So the effect also I have to face it. What problems I have not created, how can those problems come to me? I have taken birth, so everything will be related to that. I have gone to school, I have gone to college, I have got married. So whatever is the consequence of that, I have to face. So from today, one important pointer for all sadhaks, we will not utter problem as a word and it will be erased from our dictionary, mind dictionary. That is one sadhana. I will not talk about my problems. I will say this is the situation I am dealing with and I want to know how to overcome it. So Vivekananda ji has given a very beautiful tip. He says any project undergoes 3 stages. First, it will be laughed at. The moment you say, I'm going to collect 1 crore, I'm going to do this. What at this age you're going to learn Sanskrit? This age you're going to learn singing. This age, what are you doing? This age, people will laugh. Once you don't pay attention to their laughter, half of the people don't do many things because what will other people think? Other people will laugh at me. So I don't want to share. Then suppose I overcome that obstacle, then it will be opposed. There will be opposition by family members, by somebody. Somebody will have to oppose it. No, but my life is unique. So my life is unique means what? There will be either somebody is laughing or somebody is opposing. And if I overcome that, then that project will be accepted. If persisted, if I persist. So very beautiful one, that there is no project or there is no goal which will not go through these stages. Suppose suddenly you declare that I want to become a world teacher. I want to go and teach this to 1,000 people. People will laugh, then they will oppose, and then they will accept. What is the call he gave then? Arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. This was before it, because we only remember this sentence. So first of all, we have already discussed this, that we must have a goal. And whenever a person is going to have a goal, there will be Shreyansi Bahu Vignani, there will be obstacles. And so he said, arise, awake, stop not, because obstacles will be there. Because when do we stop in life? When there are obstacles, when there are problems, when there are challenges. No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I just want to meditate. I will withdraw from everything. I will create a cage around me. I will create a cocoon around me. I will create a shell around me, and I will remain in that shell because I'm scared to get hurt. I'm scared to feel bad. I'm scared to become uncomfortable because I'm scared to become insecure. So what I will do, I will create all those layers, and thinking that like a rat inside a small, vessel, thinking that now it is secure and safe. It can never remain secure and safe, because the only way I can become secure, safe, comfortable, when I face it. So what is important is how do we face, respond, overcome, and win over. So now I have taken one or two examples, and this example is wonderful. I think most of you would have heard Bhagavatam, where it is Krishna's story, but not in the way what we have to now. After this session, we have to look at Krishna from a different eyes, from a different perspective. So Krishna, I'm going to take this again in the Bhagavad Gita class also, because it's very important. So Krishna in Bhagavatam comes in 4 forms. In Bhagavad Gita also it talks from 4 perspectives. He says that I am that unmanifest Brahman. So whenever he says Brahman, we can only meditate on that Brahman. Second, he talks, or his Swarup is mentioned as a Rupa, or his function is mentioned as Ishvara. So whenever we remember Krishna as Ishvara, we can pray only. Third, he is Avatara. So we can learn from all his teachings what he has given. But most important aspect, which many of us do not contemplate upon, that he took a human form. And he was one person like all of us who walked on this planet, and he had all the problems what we had. Actually, greater problems than what we are having. And that's the reason he's called as Lord, and we must look at from today with different eyes. Now, why it is important? Because we normally like people, or we normally associate with people. If you have the same problem which I have, then we become friends. My health is not good. Your health also, tell me, let us discuss what is happening. Okay, COVID. So then we people. Okay, you have a family problem. I also have a family problem. My daughter's son getting married. Your daughter's son getting married. Not getting married, then they discuss. You are having financial problem, another person financial problem, then they discuss. Because wherever this is a very interesting pointer, that we normally like or get associated with people who have similar problems. And we like people when somebody shares their problem, and that's the reason we like sharing problem, because other person, oh no, I also have same problem. In my house also nobody listens to me. In your house also nobody listens to me. So we both will listen to each other. So now today we are going to see that very interestingly, when this topic has come about problems, how many problems Krishna as a man had, as a human being had, because now our eyes must change that, and that's the reason he is respected. And the way he handled those problems is our key for looking. And so when we look at Krishna as human being, we can follow. So now very important thing, Krishna we must not follow as an avatar. We must pray to Krishna and do puja of Krishna as avatar, and we must meditate on his unmanifest form as Brahman. So that is that. Today we are going to discuss as human. So how many problems Krishna had, and today we are going to see what problems Krishna had we can't even imagine, and that's the reason this topic is very interesting. The first one. So there are various kinds of problem Guruji is going to take, that we will see, but here we will see from Krishna's life that what all problems he had, unimaginable problems as a human being. So first, personal problems. You and I took birth in hospital. He took birth in jail. Just imagine tomorrow, suppose one